Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining this wrap-up session. So we come to an end in this conference, but the previous session has not fully ended yet. I think I see on my monitor that they are still processing few questions. So before we say the final word, please wait for maybe a minute or something just to make sure that everybody can join after the last session. So please hold on. Oh, okay. So I think we can start. So maybe we miss a few colleagues. They might join in a few seconds. But I see some people are already connected here. So everyone, thanks again for attending this conference. It was great pleasure, of course, to welcome you this year again in this digital event. We had great pleasure to organize this session. It's good to show you what is going on around P7, not only from the perspective of the software editor, let's say, but also from customer standpoint. So I think you had several types of presentations today. So just as a summary, come back on the topics we covered. There is one which is actually quite new, and since we organize this annual event, this is about collaborative engineering. This is obviously the consequence of our push in the direction of cloud architectures and P7 Enterprise. So it was this is a key aspect in terms of maturity of the market. Then this is now very trendy. Let's say you hear about collaborative aspects in all areas of business. So not only engineering, by the way, it's PLM, it's SPDM, it's ERP. Everything now is collaborative. We start to get used to these collaborative environments on our daily activity. And engineering is not an exception. So that's why we invest so much in this, because there is productivity gain as a result, of course, as you can imagine, and as we have presented today. The next point we have covered is digital twin, and more precisely the hybrid digital twin, as we have explained in CGI presentation, as well as the use case we showed today. Mixing models coming from different areas, so machine learning based or physics based, is something absolutely key if you want to have reliable and precise prediction for any physical asset you want to monitor. And the system monitoring the asset needs to be alive 24/7. So this is where you need also this cloud technology. And that's another motivation, let's say, to develop such type of software architecture. We have talked about the democratization aspect. Since many years and even decades now, all industry players and software editors try to go in that area for the simple reason that there is great manpower, of course, in all areas of organizations. And if you provide that manpower with easy to use simulation solutions or tools, then you maximize your investment. You can leverage that manpower to enhance your production process, your design process. So in the 90s, the guys started with this kind of democratization at the level of CAD engineers, and nowadays with platforms like P7 Enterprise, typically, then you can bring the very complex technology like machine learning or multidisciplinary optimization at the level of project engineers or people who are not necessarily experts in that area. So that's another topic we have covered. Design space exploration is our sweet spot. You know that, of course. Our company has been created on the foundation of design space exploration, so optimization, DOE, etc., UQ, and the next bullet point is in the same spirit. So machine learning, this is our sweet spot. But this is when you start combining all of that great technology and advanced science, let's say, or mathematics with collaborative capabilities and enabling a new population, that you get the full power of this technology. If you keep that at the level of just few individuals in companies, so in R&D environment where it's super small to grow, there is no organic, let's say, expansion of the know-how. It's still great stuff and great technology, but you can really not leverage all of that at the company level, and that's the kind of bottleneck or obstacle that we try to remove by designing, again, this collaborative environment. And finally, we touched that very specific aspect of data and simulation data management, thanks to the paper and the presentation we built based on this joint prototype with PDTech. I think it was interesting, and I hope you found it insightful. The combination of these two technologies is so great. There is definitely a challenge to deploy such technology. But if you can achieve that, and some companies were successful in that area, they do not regret it. This is great achievement, and you can really accelerate your design process, avoid rework, reduce cost, and these kind of things. So I hope you like that. So that was the scope, and then I'd like to thank let's say a few people here, starting with our speakers. We had a great panel today from various. So just to remind you, we had the contribution of SimData, experts in PLM, SPDM, CAE market. We had this vision from CGI and Bruno Trebuch about the digital twin. Liber Aerospace shared a great use case that they have built with P7 Enterprise. This is also a very nice demonstration of democratization method. SPDM aspect covered with PDTech and Michael, who did the intro about the SPDM solution itself, so Sim Data Manager as far as PDTech is concerned. Our colleagues from Japan, they made by the way, the travel to Europe and to be here with us. I hope you appreciated their use cases. They work a lot with a zoo of software, as you have seen on their presentation, and they work hard on the integration of this software within P7 to bring big value to their customers and the industry players in Japan. We then had the two last presentations about P7, joint presentation with us from Safran and Technical University of Dresden. So again, here design space exploration was highlighted. It's something that all companies should do, actually, and these technologies bringing so much value are still not fully democratized and deployed. So we hope that it was insightful for you. After a few thanks about our speakers, partners, and customers, I'd like to thank the team here who worked hard on this conference, preparing the content, of course, but also driving the discussions and presenting. So I have few of my colleagues here, not all of them. Some people are still working on the logistic and infrastructure, the marketing aspects, etc. So we cannot bring everyone on stage, but I'd like to thank my colleague Laurent, Nina, and George. Yeah, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, with this, I would like to thank you all again for your participation, and hopefully we see you next year. So thank you all, and yeah, see you and speak to you next year or in the coming days for those we are in touch with. Thank you. Bye-bye.